right, it's officially now a minute into the afternoon. I told you before, I'm going to tell you again. I'm going to be playing some catch up on some things. Well, it really started yesterday, but it's going to be happening today and probably tomorrow as well. There's a lot of stuff that I'm going to try to squeeze in here before taking Thursday and Friday to be with family, which I'm so much looking forward to. But this lady who's on the couch right now across from me, everybody knows Amy's Armoire. Everybody knows Amy Anderson. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for popping in here and hopping on the air with me at high noon here on this Tuesday. It is Tuesday, right?
Yes, it's Tuesday.
You and I are very similar. We're always going 100 miles an hour in one direction or another, and just juggling multiple things at the same time. You are seriously one of the busiest ladies that I know.
I'm not as busy as I am busy, but I'm not as busy with the nonprofit as I was, simply because for last year I've been taking care of my mom a lot, and I have amazing people who have just taken turns picking up the weight, and we've all been doing it for each other as different things have been happening. We just have such a great group of volunteers. It's just absolutely amazing. We couldn't be doing what we're doing without all of them.
Oh, no, absolutely not. For folks not familiar with Amy's Armoire, please do tell. What is Amy's Armoire?
So Amy's Armoire is a couple things. It's a thrift store, but that's not who we are. We are actually a nonprofit, and the thrift store is just the ongoing fundraiser, essentially, for our nonprofit. The nonprofit has a mission to help support foster, adopt, kin, and birth families and youth who have come from those situations in ways that help stabilize them.
And that's, boy, that is so abbreviated right there, because I mean, isn't it?
Yeah.
You do so much more than that, but just helping out kin, next of kin, and foster kids.
Yeah.
Just even in an emergency situation where it's Sunday night, 10 o'clock, and there's a foster family that's in need.
Yep.
You've got it all right there. Well, you don't have all of it, but you've got most of it.
Well,
I think love is like the main thing that is needed.
I feel like I have a connection to the community, and that's what makes this work. And I feel like it doesn't matter if I have a first-generation college student who aged out of foster care who writes me at midnight and says, I want a Halloween costume and I don't have enough money for one. Is that something you guys will do? And I think to myself, it's not really an essential thing, but you know what? I'm going to put it out to the community and see what they think, because I remember going to college and I remember how important it was to fit in and have the same stuff as everybody else. Yeah. And to have a kid not have a family to reach out for that thing, this community becomes that family.
Yeah, definitely.
And we solved it. And within an hour, that kid had his money for his Halloween costume.
I love stuff like that.
Yeah.
You honestly could write a book with the stories that you've got that are
probably
near and dear to so many hearts, and so many people that you have played a role in their lives on the sidelines without the community spotlight shining bright down on you. And that's really, that says something huge about you. You had this vision, this dream, for lack of a better term, to do something like this. Not an easy task.
No, I mean, so I was still working for corrections in the middle of COVID. It was a really hard time for everybody. And I had actually, the day I decided to get done, I still had 2.5 years left to go, but we had lost 2 women to overdose that day. Yeah. I said, enough. And I wanted to do something different, to have a greater impact on the community. I was working in restorative justice, and I felt that was really impactful work. But even when I was a correctional officer, most of the people that we incarcerate, even nationally, it's known that they have spent some time in foster care. Anecdotally, I saw that firsthand. I talked to these people, and they come from hard places, and hurt people. And if there was a way for me to stop that cycle, then I wanted to figure out how to do that. So I retired May 21st of 2021, and June 1st of 21, I opened my thrift store. Yeah.
So many of us here in Central Vermont remember when you opened and you started doing this. And
it was a tiny little building.
Yeah.
Tiny little spot over behind Soups and Greens that had no windows.
Yeah.
No, one door in, one door out. It was, most people were so uncomfortable. Of course, I worked in jail, so it was pretty comfortable for me to have one way out.
And look at what's happened. Look at what you've done in our community. Look at what you've done with Night to Shine. Look at what you've done in so many different ways, but look at what you've done in that space now. You've expanded out. You've got the annex now.
Yeah, I got to disagree with you, JD. I haven't done anything except for light a candle, and then, maybe created a big boat that everybody hopped in and started paddling with me. But I haven't done anything other than that, is just give the direction and hopefully a little bit of encouragement and inspiration potentially, because I feel like the world is full of giving people, right? Like, we all know suffrage, we all know hurt and pain, and if there's a way to alleviate that for other people, everybody wants to do that. Mm-hmm. But it's like, how do we even find the ways to do it that are most impactful? And I just figured, if we can help stabilize these children. And what I mean by that is, statistically, we're not doing good on how often we move children in the foster care system. And so my goal is to reduce that movement. And if the children are with a birth family or going to a birth family, we'll also try to stabilize them there, so that they don't come back into care or don't come into care to begin with. How great would that be? Things have changed over the years. We used to be really, really supportive of communities. There was no government that came in and swooped in and helped. And we've kind of gotten away from that. And, the government does what they can with the money they're given and with the system that's existing. But everybody knows it's flawed and there are gaps. Everybody knows that. And so I'm just trying to do what I can to partner with those agencies, to partner with other agencies that do similar things without recreating the wheel, helping people find the resources that are already out there, and making sure that we can fill every need that comes our way, potentially.
You're a pioneer. You really are. I think you're a legend with I do.
That's my grandson's name.
With what you've done here in this community, I mean, this is stuff that's sustained, and it's really having an incredible impact. It really is.
I hope so. I mean, I hope so.
You've got your donation center that's set up on Saturday mornings down at the old Tetros Appliance building.
Yes.
Just down the road.
Yes.
From 9?
No, 10 to 2.
10 to 2. Okay.
Yep.
Bring something that you have, as long as it's in new condition or good condition.
No, it doesn't have to be. No, we're also helping the environment. So if you have stuff that is stained, ripped, tears, holes, put it in a bag and say rags and bring it to us.
Really?
Salvation Army comes and gets it. They bale it for material. They get 70 cents a pound for that, I think, or something like that. And it helps them. It helps the environment. They chop it up, put it in mattresses, shoes, whatever.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't want people throwing stuff away.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Just bring it to us, and put it in a separate bag, and it goes right by the door and out to Salvation Army. And the other stuff we'll sell it, and stuff that's in between. Sometimes we'll give it to Berlin Police Department. We have a bin for that.
Wow.
So we bring that to the homeless and stuff. If there's really warm weather stuff, or even I said warm weather stuff. I mean cold weather stuff, but even warm weather stuff, because I've had a lady come in who was homeless, and the only thing she had was sweatpants, and she had to rip them off to have shorts.
Wow.
So, we have a pay it forward system in the store too, but we want to make sure people are warm in the winter and not too hot in the summer.
Yeah. All the seasons.
Yep.
You've got, with the holidays right in front of us, you have a vision of trying to help a lot of kids, 128 kids to be exact, 52 families.
Correct.
What's happening? You've got a big campaign that's happening right now.
Yeah, so we had a post up for a couple of weeks and asked the families that we support if they, needed help this year. And last year, I think it was 67 kids that we were able to help and that needed help. And so we had a lot of families sign up this year, more than last year, and different families than we typically get. And our organization isn't one of those organizations that can only help somebody 1 year. Once a family is connected to us, we're trying to continue to help them. If a child goes home and they're out of DCF custody, we'll support them for a year. And we've supported families longer than that. We actually haven't stopped supporting those families. And I hope to continue being able to support all those families because ultimately we don't want kids to come back into foster care.
Yeah. So how you're calling this Amy's Gift Project? How can folks, I mean, this is the big important thing here. How can folks get involved with trying to give back to 128 kids in central Vermont here, 52 families? How can people get involved?
Yeah, so on our website, it's the top thing on our website. So if you go to amysarmoire.org, it's right there. There's a sign-up link there that has a sign-up genius. People can, basically, they're making a commitment in the sign-up genius to purchase gifts for the child that they sign up for. Each child was allowed to have 5 gifts to sign up for with a total of $100 worth. You could just buy one gift for a child, or you could buy the whole child's items. If people buy one gift, they're supposed to try to look at the other gifts to try to kind of figure out how much they should budget for that one particular gift.
Sure.
Depending on what the gifts are that the child put on the list, with the grand total for each child being $100, just so that we can be equitable. Sometimes you'll have a kid who's in a family of 5 and we'll get a donor that, really wants to go overboard, and they spend $300 on that one kid, and then the other kids get $80 worth of things.
Sure.
And it's noticeable. And so we do a last minute shuffle a lot of times to make sure there's equity in families in particular. So that's the reason we had to set a price tag on it, just for equity.
All right. I'm going to put this in the this link in the comments here, but I'm on it right now. Gifts are expected to be delivered unwrapped.
Yes.
By the 12th of December.
Yep. And we do the unwrapped on purpose because, there's sometimes people make a mistake and they get the wrong age group of something, or whatever. The parent wants to be able to see what it is their child is going to get before they wrap it up themselves.
Yep.
We do have wrapping paper. We also donate to families. We don't have as much left this year, so if you have wrapping paper to donate, you're more than welcome to do that too. That's
great to know. Any time during your business hours, bring that in.
You can bring wrapping paper to the store, yes.
All right, so you put the item. Each item has the child's number written on that item.
Yes.
So it's very easy to keep track here.
Yes. I would recommend that you print out the instructions for reference later, because you'll get when you sign up for a child, you'll get an email back, and it will have the child number. It will have the gifts that you've signed up for. It will have those things, but it won't have things like the deadlines
Sure.
and where to drop stuff off or whatever.
So if you're doing this using your mobile phone, just make sure you click full site. Go to the 3 lines at the top and click full site, which is the easier way to do this.
Absolutely, because I don't know, it's really clunky if you don't do that. It makes it so that you only can see a couple of kids' items at a time.
Okay.
And you can't scroll down to the ones still waiting to be signed up for.
All right. So Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to 3 is when you should bring your items. That's your business hours. 114 North Main Street right here in Barrie.
Yes.
Easy to park up back. There's designated parking right there.
Yeah, we have 6 spots behind our store also that are free.
And if you're in a rush, don't worry. Just come in. Somebody's going to help you out, and we'll get your stuff organized and ready to go into the hands of that particular child on Christmas morning.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the goal here.
Yeah, that's the goal. We have about, last I checked, I wasn't able to check this morning before we went on air, but last I checked, we had nearly 100 kids still waiting to have a little elf out there in the community to choose them to purchase their gifts.
How many kids waiting?
I think it's nearly 100.
Okay.
Last I checked, it was between 90 and 100. And there's a couple other things. If people have questions about the gift project, they can email my team, and that is not me directly. It is Amy's projects at amysarmoire.org, and we'll put that in the link. It's AMYS projects at amysarmoire, ARMOIRE.org.
Okay, got it right here.
And then we also, if people hate shopping, I'm one of those, so I can relate. There are some people that have been really helpful, parents who actually gave us a link right to Amazon, so you could just order from the link that they put there, and you could write this email address and ask what the shipping address is, and then it could come right to my house, essentially.
Wow.
Yep, and then if people don't even want to do that online ordering, it can be complicated. One of the things you have to remember when you do the online order is to check the gift I forgot what it is, gift something, and that allows you to put the name of the person, and in this case it would be the child identifier, so like child 1B or whatever it is with the gender and age. And
Easy.
Yeah. And so if you don't want to do any of that and you just want to send money, and then I can have some volunteers just order the things for you, you can do that too. We have a Venmo, which is at Amy's Armoire Nonprofit.
Okay.
And we'll put that out there too. It's on my website as well.
It is. All right.
No, the PayPal is on my website, actually. The Venmo is on my Facebook page.
Hit me with that Venmo one more time.
It's at Amy's Armoire Nonprofit, all one word. Amy's, AMYS. Armoire is ARMOIRE. Nonprofit, all one word.
Okay. I've got that right here. That's
Awesome.
for Venmo.
Yeah. So we're
Wow.
hoping to get all those kids' Christmases to be a little bit better this year. I know that it's tough out there. It's tough for families financially. It's tough for people who have stuff going on. It's tough, and taking a little bit of weight off of a family at this time is important, I think.
So about 100 kids on the wait list right now here in Central Vermont.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
It's
see
actually
if we can...
more than Central Vermont. JD, I'm glad you mentioned that. We had, because we're a statewide organization, and a lot of people don't realize that. We are supporting families from Chittenden County, Franklin County, Hartford District, Washington County, and Lamoille County.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah,
Lu-
we're
that's
connected
the,
to the foster adopt kin group all across the state.
Well, the Lund family is incredible.
Yeah, the Lund family is incredible, and
Amazing.
they do a great amount for their adoptive families that sign up. Most of the families that signed up with us this year were kinship families, actually. Aunts, uncles, grandparents raising the relatives. Might have been a soccer coach that knew the child before, and that's considered fictive kin. But those people that were connected to a child before something happened, that their parents were not able to take care of them at the moment, and these families have stepped in. And there's far more of those in the state than there are foster children. There's about 7,000 kids in kinship care.
You can, this is your opportunity right here. This is your chance to make a difference. And it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be, some big superhero here. Just every little bit counts.
Every
it really
bit
does.
helps.
Stop into Amy's Armoire, do some Christmas shopping there. The rewards that this reaps is huge in our community. Your dollar is gonna go very far when it's spent locally like this. Your whole team, Robin, Ian, everyone there.
Elizabeth, those are my 3 leads. And then I got Bonnie as a lead over at the, Bonnie and Rebecca as the leads over at the donation center.
Yeah. Great people.
Amazing
Wonderful people.
Yeah.
Been in there so many times, and I love it. What you don't want to do is be in a rush when you stop into Amy's Armoire.
It's a big store.
Yeah, it's a big store. You need to allow yourself some time to browse around.
Yep.
There's something for everybody. What you're doing in our community with this program is so important. It's so wonderful. We'll take this episode. We'll share it. We'll spread it as much as we can. I'll get you back on the air here anytime that you want if we need to.
Yeah, pretty soon we got to do our Christmas PJ event.
Yeah, is that happening?
I'm hoping so. Are you willing, if people sign up to sponsor to get you out there in your Christmas onesie, are you willing to do it again?
I love doing that. I did it last year with your husband.
Yeah, it was a great fundraiser. It's really fun. You get out on Main Street. If you got anybody out there that you want to get out on Main Street in a Christmas onesie, like all you got to do is say, okay, I'm going to donate to Amy's Armoire, and you get the onesie for them, and out there they go.
Yeah, that's so great.
Do it as a group. Yeah, last year we had 4 or 5 of us out there. It was super fun.
I loved it. When's the date on that?
We usually do it the week before Christmas, weather kind of contingent. We kind of play it by ear. We don't want to be out there in the freezing cold.
Yeah. Right.
in our little tights that you wore.
Well, it is a day. It is a couple of days before Christmas, so it will be a little chilly.
Yeah.
And then
you have a nice one.
What you're gonna do? What you have done in the past, and what you're gonna do again this year with Night to Shine is just so awesome. Amy.
Yeah, that's a great event. If people have not participated in volunteering for that before, it would be great to get involved. That's done through the Faith Community Church.
Yeah.
And I think that's fcc.org. But
yes, it is.
Okay, good.
Yep.
But they always need volunteers for that. And Amy's Armoire is just blessed to be able to help the honored guests find their prom attire.
Yeah.
And if they don't have the funding for that, we generally have community members who contribute to that. And we do pay it forwards for that population for that event. And then what the community doesn't do, we'll cover.
Whew. To make sure that everybody is dressed right for that event, no matter what.
Night to Shine.
I love
One
that.
night to shine.
I love it so much.
Yeah, it's a great event.
I will listen, I'll promote anything that's going on that you're doing. Okay? So if you have any reason for taking advantage of these microphones, they're all yours. Okay?
Absolutely. Thank you.
It doesn't matter if it's by phone or you come in here, you got a couch, it's always ready for you.
Right. Maybe I'm going to send one of my volunteers in next time.
Anytime. Would love it.
Get somebody else up
Oh,
here.
that'd be great. Thanks for coming in, Amy.
Thank you.
You got it.